I'm trying to replace the Rockpals with this Bullbat because it's a much more capable device, but issues have ensued. What up, y'all? It's I from Ascot Solar, where I like to keep solar simple. Okay, so if any of you follow the channel, you know that down in my garage, I've had the Rockpals here because it can take in 80 watts of solar. I have since removed it like just a minute ago, recorded a short and all of that, plugged this one in, and then it didn't work. Let me show you what I mean. I am finally gonna put the Bullbat over here where the Rockpals is. The Rockpals is here because it pulls in 80 watts of solar. The Bullbat can pull in up to 160. I haven't tested that yet, but at least it's gonna be able to use a 100-watt panel to its fullest potential. And it has a regulated 12 volt, and it has two USB-C output and input plugs for that matter. And it has a 5521. This one is not regulated, so really, as you see, the only thing I can do useful from this is use AC to charge my power station. So now I'll be able to charge my power stations from a device and not have that 15% loss from AC. I just had to do it because it was getting down here. It's almost, well, it's not almost full, but it would be full and I'd just be wasting power. So now 500 watts versus 300 and more capability. So let's go. Right out here we have the Rockpals is the first one, but the Renogy 100 watt, it's in sunlight. I pulled the Rockpals cable off. It came off quite easily. Plugged in the Bullbat MC4 to 5525 and nothing happened. Let's see if it does the same. You can see nothing has happened. I even turned it on so you know what that looks like. Not doing anything. So I went to my kit. I got an AC adapter to make sure that it'll at least charge. I did plug it into the Rockpals, which was right here, and these two USB-C cables because this one does support dual USB-C charging, and it charged. But now what I'm gonna do is I have a Rockpals 100 watt panel that was sent to me by Rockpals. I haven't tested it yet, but it has a 4-way tangly cable with 5521, 5525, 8mm, and the aviator port, I think for like the Pecrons or whatever. Forgive me if y'all can hear the music. I can't do much about that. That's why I won't live this close to anybody ever again. Like my neighbors though, but you know, it's just a matter of proximity. My hope is that this will work and that this one doesn't work because the voltage is not high enough, which would suck on the Bullbat's part. But I'm wondering if that'll be the case because these folding panels typically put out about like 23 volts, 24 volts, instead of like the 19 to 20 that these typically put out. So here we go. This is what I was talking about, this 4-way cable. This is 5525. Gonna pop it in as best I can. This port is a little stiff. And look at that. So that, I don't have to say the obvious, but that is charging, maybe for my visually impaired folks. That's so weird. Interesting. Okay, so let's plug this back in, just for kicks. Nothing. I don't have anything else that takes 5525. I wish the Alcatel was here, but it's taking forever. I emailed them about a tracking information, but they haven't, and I don't have anything else that takes 5525. What I can do is I can toss an 8mm on here, and then I have an 8mm to 5525 thanks to XTAR. Let me try that, man. Shout out to Blue Lady for the extra cable because they gave me a product that I needed to return. They told me I could keep it. All right, MC4, 8mm to 5525. Let's give it a shot. All right, moment of truth. We barely got some, but we should get something. These panels, even in overcast weather, gets about 10% of the panel output. Look at that. So it's not the panel, it's this adapter. At least that's what I would conclude, right? This adapter is not putting power through it. And I could get all fancy and put my new Klein amp meter on it, which I don't think I will do. Actually, I happen to have two of these because this is my second Bullbat. Actually, for kicks, let's plug in the old one that stopped working on me and see what happens. Nothing. Just like I expected. All right, so As they say, we cooking with hot grease now. So I'm gonna grab the other cable that came with this one, because I've been using all of this one's accessories on this one, because, you know, why bother? And see if that works any better. Oh, geez, fun times, right? New cable, bam, moment of truth. Nothing, absolutely nothing. How wild is that? That two cables don't work. I don't know what to do with that, fam. I don't know what to do with that. Just for kicks, I'm gonna try this MC4 to 5521 to 5525, just to rule out this idea that maybe the 8mm to 5525 is causing some type of like extra power to come through or something weird like that. I truly believe it's the cables that were provided to me by Bullbat, and I'm gonna try this to verify. I mean, I'm not verifying, but my troubleshooting brain is kicking in. Moment of truth, there's not a lot of sun, but it still should pull something. Overcast, like I said earlier, will give you about 10%. Yep, there you go. What's that, 9 watts? So it is irrefutably these cables, both of them, that don't work. Now, if I had the Alcatel, I would try these cables to the Alcatel just to verify that, like, look, not only is it these cables with this device, but it's these cables with another device. I have no way to adapt this 5525 to anything that I have. All right, y'all, I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna have to reach out to them. It's I've holla.